Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and today we're going to be talking about some products I didn't like this month. Some products I would consider fails, just some drugstore things that I just didn't get along with. There were a lot of products I didn't like this month, but I already did videos on them throughout the month. Like I didn't like the CoverGirl skincare, I didn't like that Real Techniques sponge they put out. The CoverGirl Velvet Mono Shadows were kind of eh. But I already talked about those in other videos. These are products I haven't mentioned yet. So I have 5 things, just gonna share with you why I don't like them, you know, all that kind of stuff. So the first thing is the Revlon Colorstay Skin Awaken 5-in-1 Concealer. So there's only really one reason why I don't like this, and it's the applicator. So this is a squeezy tube type of concealer. You squeeze it, it comes out of the top here onto this little sponge. Very similar to, it's very similar to the NYX Born to Glow. Like the packaging is so similar that when I was gathering these products, I actually pulled out the NYX one because they look exactly the same. They also have the same exact applicator. They're both a sponge. So I don't know, Revlon definitely just kind of was like, let's just see what everyone else is doing and we'll do that. So that was kind of weird for me. But this applicator is not soft at all. And I squeezed out so much concealer that it would be completely saturated because I thought that it would help it soften up. But it's not, it's so scratchy. And for me, it's scratchy in like a, what is that? And I think they, you know, I'm assuming they intended for the sponge to be used under the eye because of how small it is. So I was trying this out under my eyes and I can feel it scratching, like enough where it was uncomfortable, and I was like, there's no way that they made it that scratchy on purpose. Like Revlon has enough money, I think they could have used a way softer material. I'm sure they tested this with a lot of consumers, like in a consumer test, and nobody mentioned how rough the sponge was. I think that's so strange. I haven't heard anybody really talk about this. I don't know if anyone else is having the same experience with how rough it is, but for me, it's just too scratchy. And I just think this sponge is too small and you have to like just draw like forever on your face to get it to cover. For me, it's just kind of annoying, too small of a sponge, and it's very, very scratchy. Just didn't like this. And then the actual concealer formula I think is just like it's nothing to write home about. There's a million concealers out there. And this one, I don't know, just doesn't do anything for me. The next thing, this is another new product. This is the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder. Why did I buy this? Every time I went to use this, I was like, why did I buy that? I bought it, you know why? Because it was new. And I feel like this, when there's new stuff, I'm like, I gotta have it, I'm gonna die. So that's why I bought it. They did have a few different colors of this, like different shades, but I picked the one that was supposedly translucent. But it looks white. It looks white on your face. I went so easy with this, like trying to see, maybe I was using too much. I got the littlest, tiniest amount, and it's like a big white spot wherever I put the powder. Although it does mattify, it does completely take away any oil or any shine off your face. I just think it's way too white to be called translucent. And it just seems like one of those like cheap dollar store type of setting powders that's really white on your face. Like, I think Wet n Wild can do better than this, and they have done better than this. Remember the Photo Focus powder that they had? That stuff was really, really good. And I'm like, what are they doing with this? Like, they don't need to have this. I don't know, just kind of a weird direction for Wet n Wild in my opinion. Another new product that did not work for me is the L'Oreal Voluminous Noir Balm Mascara. I was so excited to try this out. I think the packaging is really cute. I love this wand. It's just a plastic wand, no frills, just bristles, not too many, they're not too long. It's just a perfect little wand. And for me, I can tell that the mascara formula is different. Like it feels a little thicker. It feels like you're coating your lashes with balm. Like you could feel that there's something in here that's making it kind of balmy, which is actually kind of nice. I enjoyed the experience of putting this on just because it was so different. But the actual performance of this, I don't like at all. So I have naturally kind of longer lashes. You can't really see them without mascara on because they're so light. But whenever I put mascara on, you can see how long my lashes are. This mascara made my lashes look so short and stumpy. I thought it was so weird. I was like, what the heck? Where are my lashes? Like it seemed like it just like cut them off and they were so short. They were all one length. And even though I tried to build it up, like, I don't know, I didn't get it. And I tried this multiple times and had the same experience. So just didn't work for me. It was very disappointing because I really wanted to like this and I loved the experience of putting it on because it was so different, but just didn't do anything for me. Made my lashes look just short and stumpy. The next two products are not new, but I did try the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. Remember this? Remember this from years ago on YouTube when everyone loved it. So I remember having this a few years ago and really enjoying it, and I wanted to do a video for Drugstore Month that was all about like the drugstore products I used to really love, and I did purchase a few of them. I do still intend on doing that video. I just didn't end up getting it up this month. I tried this out. I don't know if this had been sitting on the shelf for like 2 or 3 years because no one bought it. But when I opened this the other day and used it, I squirted it probably between 15 and 20 times, like I'm not joking, and it only came out water. It was water with a few specks of white in it, and it was so gross. And I was like, oh my God. I literally just got my cloth and just squirted it and pumped it until all the water came out. I tried shaking the heck out of it because I thought maybe it's just very, very separated. When I finally got it to pump out perfectly, I put it in my hand and I was mixing it around. You could tell it was kind of having a hard time going back together because it was so separated. I still tried it out anyway. It had a funny smell. I think it's just very old. I did put it on my face and it just has a very silver white reflectiveness, and you could see it through the foundation, and I just felt like I looked funny all day long. I don't know if this is just because it's so old and it was so separated that it was working weird, because I don't remember it working like that, like being that silver. But yeah, this one just didn't work for me, but it might be for a million other reasons. But yeah, I don't know. Didn't really love it. And then the last thing is so disappointing because I have been using this for years and years, and it's the Vichy Aqualia Thermal Rich Cream. So I used one of these up a couple of months ago. Was it January empties? I don't remember. That I had used one that was so expired that I found in my drawer that had a couple uses in it, so I used it. My face went crazy when I put that on, so I bought another one, and they have changed the packaging since then, but this is not the same cream. Right when I opened it, I can just see, like, that's not the same. So the other one is very rich, but not in a thick way. It's rich because it's kind of oily. Like, a little goes a long way. It'll leave your face super shiny, and it does feel like it has a lot of oil in it, a lot of like nourishing ingredients. It's only something I use at nighttime because of how rich it is in that way, but it's not thick. This, right when I opened it, I'm like, that's not the same moisturizer. This feels thick. It feels thick and it feels waxy. Like a waxy, it's just one of those moisturizers that just looking at it, I know I'm not gonna like it because it's like that thick, waxy type. When you put it on your face, it dries down really tight, and I really don't like it. I put it on anyway and it felt so gross on my skin. I literally wiped it off. I tried it several times and I had the same experience. I don't know if they changed the formula or what the heck happened, or did I get like the wrong one, but it has the exact same name as the one I've been buying for years and years. I don't know what happened, but I was so disappointed because that's my favorite night moisturizer. It's the best thing in the whole world and I've been using it forever. I don't know what they did. I'm very disappointed and I don't like this at all. But that is it. Those are the 5 products that did not work for me this month. Let me know what your experience with these products has been. If you love them, if you hate them, I would love to know. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.